Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast. Man, Pat McAfee show is probably going to be in some hot water with ESPN. But ESPN knew this, right? When they bring on Aaron Rodgers, you know he's going to be colorful. You know he's going to speak his mind. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go against the grain. And last week caught a lot of heat for talking about Jimmy Kimmel being on that special list, people who went to that island, right? So he ends up, after a lot of heat towards Pat McAfee show and Aaron Rodgers, he comes back again this week and pretty much doubles down, but not only doubles down, but also takes shots at the media and ESPN overall, basically, right? Because ESPN is part of the media, the left-wing agenda, everything like that, cancel culture. He goes in on all of that, right? He reiterates his stance, but basically says in his quoting himself is that, you know, he's saying that like a lot of people and Jimmy Kimmel would not be happy about that list coming out. So what exactly were you implying? We knew what you were implying, but in a way he's like, I'm not really trying to accuse Jimmy Kimmel of anything, right? Nonetheless, though, he goes off and I mean, we're not talking about sports, obviously, right? I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a sports figure, but you know, we're really in the deep end. And that's great for the Pat McAfee show, right? I mean, this is great content for the internet overall, right? The problem is with ESPN, right? Is ESPN going to allow Pat McAfee to have Aaron Rodgers continue on to be on his show, therefore being on the ESPN platform, right? I mean, we know the love affair ESPN had when Aaron Rodgers was putting up numbers as a Green Bay Packer and all this other stuff, all the accolades, Aaron Rodgers this, Aaron Rodgers that. Now that we're seeing this version of Aaron Rodgers, which I'm totally fine with, right? I don't have any issues with his opinions. He's allowed to have his opinions and have his stances. And I do agree with his stance on the media and how they tend to treat people and wanting to, you know, get rid of them and whatnot just because they have a different viewpoint, right? And allow the media to make up stories about someone or make up, you know, false accusations. Crazy, right? But ESPN got money to make. They got sponsors. They got other, you know, not only sponsors and other companies they're working with, you know, and ads and whatnot to generate revenue, of course, obviously. But I mean, we're also talking about one of your own, and Jimmy Kimmel, who works for ABC/Disney, you know, under that conglomerate umbrella. Like, come on now, right? This is not going to hold up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's unfortunate for the Pat McAfee show. Days of Aaron Rodgers is numbered, man. I recommend checking out the Pat McAfee show and Aaron Rodgers segment, man. Pretty funny, but insightful. You know, it wasn't completely wrong. You know, and you know, it was funny. He joked at Jimmy Kimmel making fun of him going to Arizona State and saying that, you know, he has 10 writers write his jokes for him and he's reading off a prompter, which is funny because he's pretty much going back at Jimmy Kimmel for making fun of him for going to junior college, right? So definitely shots fired. No love lost between the two. Continued gloves off fighting, and we shall see going forward. Will Aaron Rodgers come back next Tuesday? Man, the execs at Disney got some hard decisions to make with their newly acquired product in the Pat McAfee show. Anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think about all this, man. Thanks for watching. Do me a huge favor. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.